to the world. Subscribe now to the Hot 97 YouTube channel. It's Ebro in the Morning with Laura Stiles
All
and
right, we
Rosenberg.
discussed the Grammy nominations earlier, but we need to deep dive into the best rap album category.
Ooh.
All right, here we go. Nominations are J. Cole with The Off Season, Drake, Certified Lover Boy, Nas, King's Disease 2, Tyler, the Creator, Call Me If You Get Lost, and Kanye West with Donda.
Now look, I don't like all the songs on Donda as musically speaking, but the cohesiveness of the total project, the rollout, the contribution, you know, because these album conversations and the Grammys are about the engineers and the mixing and the writing and the artist performance and the. Donda has a great case for one of these albums, whether it's rap album or album of the year. It's a great case for that.
I would say that for Tyler, the Creator, also.
Yep,
Yeah.
that too.
This category is a stressful one this year because all those albums are really good.
Now, my favorite listening experience album, like that I listen to the most for me, is the J. Cole album.
See, it's Tyler for me.
I love the Tyler album.
On
And
that.
J. Cole is there too.
I love the Tyler album, but I listen to the J. Cole album more.
It is a very tough category. I listen, Kanye, it's not Kanye for me. It's too long, too many songs, too many I would throw away.
Yep.
J. Cole to me is really fantastic. Listen, I was all prepared to be angry because the Grammy people wouldn't accept my album because we didn't have a proper label. So I learned sort of about the political side of the process very early.
What you mean? What you mean you didn't have a proper well, tell us. I don't know what that means.
I reached out to people about how you get nominated for a Grammy and was told someone has to nominate you. But then in order to be nominated, your label has to submit, and my quote unquote label, which isn't really a real label because it's really wholly independent, didn't really allow for it. It just we couldn't. They wouldn't help us figure out how to do it, and they didn't give us a solution of how it could be done. And people that I know didn't do anything to help. So I was ready.
Like hate.
So I was ready to be annoyed and just be like, man, my album. And then I looked at this album category. I was like, oh, I wasn't.
I wouldn't have made it anyway.
It wasn't going to matter this year. There was no little indie album that slid in there this year. It was the heavy hitters this year, boy. And
I mean, some
don't know.
great music came out. Some great projects came out.
I think it's J. Cole or Tyler. I think those are the two best. But I will tell you one thing that's interesting, guys, and people are going to say this is hate. I swear to you it's not, because I definitively like Drake as a person much more than Kanye. But it feels like as time goes on that Kanye's having a longer lasting cultural effect than the Certified Lover Boy. Just saying.
I don't know about that one.
It depends on where you move. It depends on where you moving at. Like if you're in the clubs that those Drake records are playing.
Well, Drake's always going to win in the club life.
Radio, those Drake records are playing. As much as people try to ignore them,
are they?
What do you mean? Why are they trying to ignore them, Cass? What do you mean?
Because for example, Rosenberg just said, "Are they?" Yeah, we're playing 3 Drake records consistently every day here. It's just going under the record. Fair Trade, Girls Like Girls. There's another
I'm Too Sexy.
I forgot. I'm Too Sexy. Those are all playing crazy.
So I guess that speaks to my point, though, is that they're playing, but it doesn't feel, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it's part of a bigger thing to me right now. I understand Cass. I knew Cass would jump in and disagree. But in your guys' life, does that Certified Lover Boy feel like it's still ringing off in the same way the Kanye records
This
are?
is what I want to say. This is how I would frame it. I hear the Drake records, but because we hear a lot of Drake often, that it kind of just plays in your brain as, oh, okay, it's Drake. When you hear a Kanye record now, it stands out because you haven't really heard Kanye records just out and about. So it kind of hits you harder, I think.
That's a good point. Very good point.
You know what I'm saying? Because, Drake's been successful consistently for as long as your mind can remember.
Playing.
It's constant. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Where Kanye went through a period over the last several years where the only Kanye you wanted to hear was old Kanye. So for him to have new music that you're like, that's Kanye?
I went through the whole Drake album looking for the right song to parody for Thanksgiving song, and I was like, where's the smash on?
And that's how you're basing your Grammy votes on your whether or not.
Oh,
Thanksgiving
it's not
song
Certified
again.
Lover Boy or Donda, no matter what. It's J. Cole or Tyler to me.